it is important to take care of yourself and your whole family so that virus cannot affect you. But I will give you some health tips and that you can follow. It is better for me that if you all have a pen and paper, because थोड़ा सा दिक्कत होता है कि हम इधर देखें तो ये सामने रख दो ना तो हम हमारे लिए इजी हो जाएगा सामने रख दे एकदम सामने रख दो इससे कोई ऑब्स्टिकल तो होगा नहीं हम उन लोग को भी देख सकेंगे और बोलने में तो
He wants to see as well, right? It's easy.
So, do you all have a pen and paper?
Yes, Guruji.
So when I give you a health tip, so you can write it down, so there would be no confusion. Good. I hope you all have.
Yep, they're getting it.
And this is always preservable for me every year. Then we are meeting and we are seeing in person and personally wherever I am, whether I was in India, sometimes in Italy and in Australia. But this time is a hard time for all of us because the only way that we can see with an electronic device. And yes, that is one thing. But no worries. You all are in my heart. And I hope I am also in your heart and in your thoughts. And I can see you on a screen. Everybody is here. I'm very happy to see. And we have a winter here. So not very cold, but it is nice. Not so much frosting these days, but it is cold here. So I don't want to talk so much, but few things I would like to share with you. थोड़ा सा इसको खोल दो, धुआं लग रहा है. And give me a glass of water, please.
पर्दा बंद कर दो, पापा धूप आ रही है तो.
कोई हमको धूप नहीं.
अंधेरा हो जाएगा.
So
There are something saying, and it put more light near the
I am sharing you with one or two stories, very simple, but you have to be very conscious about that, what I wanted to tell you, what message I wanted to give you. This is more important because the story makes more easy to understand. That's why I'm using some kind of stories. Once upon a time, there was a holy guru. Holy guru was giving a satsang on his place, and a lot of disciples were listening his satsang. Are you hear me now? You just make your head yes, yeah, or maybe like this. Can you hear me? Yes, yes. So that I can understand. So he was giving a satsang and people were listening very quietly. In the meantime, there was a great yogi, great master. He came in and he stood there and listening that satsang for a short while, and then he moved from there, and then he was sitting near that river side because there was a river near that ashram. So he was sitting quietly there. After that, when satsang was finished, that holy man already saw him, and then he reached to that riverside, and first he gave him regards, and he asked a question. You've been there, but you can't stay very long, and you move from there. So why? So then Yogi Master said, I don't want to disturb you, because when I was there, you are more distracting, and maybe if I have some question, I can ask you. So maybe you will get doubts and confusion. So I don't want to confuse you. So that's why I moved here in a quiet place. So he said, yes, I can understand. And then after that, holy man asked to the yogi master that I heard about you, but it is an opportunity to see you today. I heard about you that you are always giving emphasis on that you always look inside, and because all the time you are saying to the people that you think about yourself, more inner things. So that holy man asked that it means all kind of rituals which we are doing, like a chanting or some kind of puja, are they worst or useless? So that gentleman, yogi master, he smiled and he said, I will reply your answer, but first you tell me one question I am asking you. So he said, please, you ask me. And the yogi master said that if somebody is sitting near one side of the river and he wanted to cross the river, so what he will do? So that holy man replied, this is all very obvious that there are few ways that man can cross that river, one side to other side. So said, yes, tell me. So holy man said, if water is shallow, if water is less in the river, he can walk one end to other side. Yes, he said, yes, very nice. If water is a little bit deep, so if he is knowing swimming, he can swim one side to other side. Yogi master says, very nice. And then the holy man said, one other option is that he may use a boat. He can use a boat to cross the river one side to other side. Holy man said, wow, very nice. Your answer is very good. So, but one question that Yogi asked to him, that if somebody is sitting on the riverside and doing nothing, so that holy man replied that that is a foolish man. The people who wants to cross definitely will use something. So Yogi master said, this is my answer, that if you are only sitting one side and thinking to cross the river, only thinking, you never cross the river. it is quite impossible. So, effort is important. Not only sitting, only thinking, but you need some effort. One day, a man went to visit one yogi, and he said that, I heard about you, you are a great master, and I have a lot of problems in my life. I have a lot of sufferings in my life, so much pain. And he said, yes. So it means, Yogi asked, that it means you believe that you can understand there is a pain and suffering and problems in our life? Yes, obviously. So he asked that if you feel that there is a suffering, problems, there must be some cause. He said, yes, of course. So you can take an example. The yogi gave him one example, that if you take one example of one flower, in the morning time, it is like a bud, and as soon as sun rises, started blooming, and it blooms all day. And when after sunset, it is faded and it dies. So he asked him, have you seen this? They say, yes, yes, I know that, I saw many flowers like that. So Yogi Master said, this is the thing, what I want to tell you. If bud, the flower is thinking that evening I have to die, one moment I am blooming, but the next moment I will be die. So it means the flower will never bloom. And this is the reason that we all are always holding suffering. You can see, sufferings are more important than your pleasure, your happiness. Sadness you like more because this is part of our nature. Since childhood, we are only holding suffering. We are very much enjoying and we are discussing about only suffering. And the master said, when you are thinking there is a cause of your suffering, so he said, yes, that's why I have come to visit you, that you solve my problem. And then a holy master, that great yogi, said, this is your problem, because you are thinking that somebody else will solve your problem. Nobody can solve problem. Whatever suffering and problems there are in our life, we have to find out, we have to search, we have to understand what is the cause. But most of the time we are dependent upon somebody, and how somebody will solve your problem. You are hungry. I can tell you that you can eat food, fruits, whatever you can, that you can satisfy your hunger. I can tell you only the path, only the way, but that you have to follow. But most of the time, people only listening and holding their suffering only. They don't want to work out how can I solve this? Because my problem is within. It is not outside. If my suffering is there, if I accepting it, it means it is coming from you. And if you are no more, where that your problems, suffering goes, disappears after. It means my existence, when I am thinking, it means there is a suffering. But why not we are sort of, why we are asking somebody to solve the problem? That is not a good idea. The thing is, somebody can help you, but you have to follow. But you never wanted to leave your suffering. One moment you wanted, okay, I am very happy, I am very good person, very much enjoying my life. But next moment you forget and you are repeating the same kind of suffering. What kind of, I have seen the people who are concerned with me, they are talking about 40 years problems, 20 years problems. When I was in childhood, I had this problem. That time has already passed. That is not this moment. The thing is happening to you, that is becoming past next moment. It is not this moment. So why you wanted to hold your that memory? Most of the time we are recording everything in our memories and we wanted to store our these rubbish memories. Even they are giving you trouble. I'm talking about happiness, but you are always going to that trouble. Guruji, I have this trouble, I have that, this and that, and so many problems. Why you have a problem? Because you are never think of that I can solve my problems. You just wanted to hold. And I remember that when I was in India, it was very strange. One word people were using. Do you know what? Guruji, we are from West and we have a Western mind. Then I was thinking, it was a new word for me, Western mind. It was very strange word. What kind of monster, what kind of animal, what kind of thing this Western mind? Because mind is mind. I know that mind is mind. You all have this mind. But what is the meaning of the Western mind? That was, I was researching on it. What is, why people are saying I have a Western mind? What kind of peculiar mind is? I don't know what kind of this mind is. So I was researching, trying. And then after I found it, you know what? I found the environment where we live, including our family, our neighborhood, our society, whatever you say, our education system, all things are surrounding us and teaching us competition. This is the major part because 99% people are not concerned with anything. They think they are permanent to live here. They never think of that they will leave this world sometimes. After certain age, they have to go. You never know when that comes. And competition is there. How you can get money. Business problem. One other side, competition. One is better than me. How can I defeat one and I can win the race? This is happening. Whatever, maybe you are in education, you are a student. Oh, that student is more better than me. Then teacher is also saying, no, you are very weak. See, this boy is more better than you, getting good marks. So that competition is there. And also physical side. Most of the thing that people are giving only materialistic and physical side. That part, you know, what is happening, the actual way, that is concerned with your left brain. It means left side of the brain, which is logical and mathematical, that may create competitions and logic, questions, and the whole of our life, we are following our left side of the brain, with a very few people, really they are understanding the compassion, love, this kind of devotion, the spirituality. There is nothing spirituality in our society. From morning to evening, what we are doing? Either we go for job 8 hours, 9 hours, we paid for that, come back to home, family, evening time we drink, sleep, finish, life finish. This is our lifestyle. And whatever food we don't know, we have no knowledge about, we never think of that. The food is also changing. Food is changing our behavior, our nature too. If you have a soil and the plants, when we wanted to grow, we needed a proper soil. Soil structure is very important. If it is very acidic, maybe that roots will be burned. Maybe it is neutral, it will not grow properly. So the pH value is important. And because we don't know how to balance our lifestyle, the food, what we are eating. We don't know what to eat, what is one food is good for one and other is not good for other. So we eat, but after that there is a big problems goes in our body, that's changing our nature and behavior, hormone system. Not only that, that brings up many diseases. That is why we have many diseases. Food is 99.9% all the diseases we are having in this life. That is because of the food, what we are eating. Some are hereditary, that is one from the genes, that is one point. But mostly we are eating, and then after we have a lot of problems in our life. So it is very important. So what I was telling you in my other satsang, I said about that we only thinking about our left side of the brain, the whole of our life will be miserable, because you are always questioning and you are always having a logical mind and a lot of questions. Question will never ending, because logic, one answer you get, another question. And one method also in terms of meditation and yoga, that you have to balance both sides of your brain. If you are using left side, you also use your right side. If you are using right side of brain, left side also will be in use, so that you are balancing. And when you are balancing, you will see that is a difference between me and you. What is happening? I have no questions in my life. No question. You will be surprised, I never question anything about myself. But you have a lot of questions, never-ending questions. You always question, and then you are searching for answers. And you are creating also questions in your mind, that how much I can question, and then I will solve. And you are unable to solve all the problems in your life. Impossible. Because only one-sided cannot be balanced your life. So the thing is, if you thinking about left and right side of the brain, it is better you go in the middle of your brain. Then you can question. Many people are also questioning, Guruji, from which side I go? From the bottom or from the top? This is a question. These are the varieties. Left side, how to enter in your middle of the brain? Left side, right side, how much deep I have to go? Or maybe from front or from the back side. I am saying just focus on your middle of your brain. So many questions, and that questions will never answering you properly, because you create more questions. Okay, where the place, is it a small place or bigger place? What is happening after that? So many questions. So what I am saying, the place where you have a Agnya chakra, from the back side, you bring your attention and focus there. And just you can remain sitting without thinking, without questioning, without seeing anything. Just sit and bring your awareness there. This is natural way it is balancing both sides of your brain, both side development. It is not only one-sided. You can also do one. This is a way I'm saying, but practice. If you are not doing, if you do only 5 minutes, and then maybe 1 week, and you wanted to get success in that much period, it is quite impossible, because it is since childhood it is happening. It is not possible to improve. So for that, every day you try to go into the middle of your brain and just stay there without thinking. You are doing nothing, only just sit calm and peaceful. Other thing is also, you open your eyes, you can sit anywhere, whether you are sitting on sofa, chair, garden, anywhere else, your eyes are open. And your eyes are open, and you can stick your eyes on any place, doesn't matter where. But at that time, you are not recording. It is not going into your memory. Suppose if one rose flower is in front of me, then what is happening? Oh, this is rose. What color is? Red. Okay, there's some fragrance is coming. Okay, this is a small one. This is big one. So there are so many questions will come, and it is coming from that plant. So, but you are doing nothing there. Only your eyes are staring that. But don't pressurize your eyes. Otherwise, you are straining your eyes and you get headache. Just open your eyes and see something, whatever you wanted, but without recording. So when you are not recording anything, that time you will be very empty. And that time, no reason that questions are arising in your mind, and you will be free. And this is the method to balance both sides of our brain. This is the easiest way. Rest, when you are doing Kriya practice, still you can see how many questions are coming to you. Where is my heart chakra? Where is my third chakra? Where is my base chakra? When I go up and when I come down, I miss. Where is your awareness? Where you go? And then after you create some questions and you are asking me. You find out, because when you start your moving one to other, your awareness is there. Don't forget, don't fall asleep, because you are becoming very unconscious at that moment. So don't be unconscious, be aware, be awakened, and try your best. This is the method, this is the way you can improve your sight and your practice. There would be no difficulty, there would be no confusion. Otherwise, mind is all the time, every point it is creating doubts. And one day I am practicing, okay, and then after doing practice, some doubt will come. Sometimes you are doing 1 year, 2 years, and then after, because you are not very much aware with your practice, you are sleeping. Sleeping means you are unconscious. Your mind is somewhere else. You are thinking something. You are sitting for meditation, but you are not doing. So then after you are thinking, maybe I am not a good Kriyavan, I am not a good practitioner. Maybe it is not meant for that. Okay, I will Google search some maybe more better practice than this. Maybe some better guru is there. So people are also changing their guru also. This is very easy. Just like people are thinking to change their father or parents. That is quite impossible. I don't think that anyone can change this. Who's your father? Father will be remaining all of your life. You cannot remove it from you. It is always there. So this is our mental state. We think, okay, maybe I am doing this much, but I am not getting any success in. Then you are comparing competition with others also, that, oh, maybe I have not that much progress. Don't think about this rubbish. Your duty is do it correctly. Don't sleep at that moment. When you are sleeping, you are never doing proper way. So, and then the result is, after that you have doubts and problems, and then you think this practice is not good, or maybe I am not worthy enough, I'm not a good disciple. Like that, so many questions, so many letters, so many emails are coming to me. This is the contents of the, the things which people are giving to me. So I can say that be honest about yourself, whatever you are doing. And we all are individual self. And mala, you can see this mala. There are many flowers, but thread is hidden. But the thread is holding all the flowers, otherwise the flowers will be scattered. We are individual souls. Every flower has its own color and shape and size, but the thread is within, that is Paramatma. When we always live in this way, there is nothing, we will all, including all the Kriyavans, we will be in one mala, one in one necklace. Otherwise, we will be scattered. One is here, there, too many problems. So this is the way that unity is very important, and union. Unity with union. And when you are union with, and the thread is symbol of stable prana, because that is why the flowers are stable. If thread is not there, it may be scattered. It's difficult to catch. So always remember that we are one-sided. We are in this world, but other side we are always same. The self. Don't think about only physical side. And when you are saying, addressing me, Guruji, Guruji, you all are Guru. There is no difference between me and you. Only you don't know what you are saying. You are thinking that Guruji means it is a one personality. Don't think of that. I don't give importance of that one personality. That is within you also. It is nothing different than me. So only the development to get this kind of awareness within. So then you will understand that we all are same. And you can improve yourself and you will be better, the human being. It is not concerned with any caste, creed, color, nothing like that. We all are same. We are belonging from the same, and our existence is same. Without that, how we can think about that? And body is a carrier of the soul. If there is no body, you can't practice. And that is why we have to get a life, one life after another life, because one life is not sufficient. And without body, you cannot do the spiritual development. That is why physical body is very important. So give importance of your physical body. So for that, I am giving you now some health tips. So maybe you can write it down, and I hope you can try and you can see it is a nice thing. First of all, the one, it is like a climber that we get in India, and I got it also here. One stem. I'm growing. I don't know. The root has not come yet, because recently I received that stem. Its name is Guduchi. 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 It has name is Amrita. It has a various names in India. And Giloy, people also calling it Giloy. Giloy, Giloy. That is a climber stem, very thin, and it has a heart-shaped leaves also. So what this plant is, that is known as Amrita. And if you get a juice, fresh juice, possible, but you may get a dry powder by internet. You can order it. This is from head to toe, whatever kinds of diseases you know medically, whatever you are knowing, that it has a potential to cure you. And this powder you can use every day, whether you are diseased or you have no disease. You have any problem in your body, physical body, I don't think that anybody has any problem. Maybe in the childhood it is different, but after that it is changing. So this Guruchi is very useful for you. It is curing. If I will start to tell you that how much it is curing for any kind of disease, so that powder can cure your all the skin problems, all any kind of canceric, blood issue, all kind of fibroids, people having also, and cancer, any kind of brain tumor and stomach problem, digestion problem, fatty liver, kidney problem. If you have a too much, you think that my mind is wandering whole day and is giving me trouble. You are thinking I'm putting on weight. This is also capable to trim and slim you. Means I can say that anything, whatever you are thinking, whatever in your knowledge, you can understand that this is curing you, and you whole of your life you can take. This is the thing. This is like, just like a what I say, it's like a food, and very healthy food, nutritious thing that for your whole body. But only problem with this Guruchi is bitter, very bitter. So it's just like a neem. In India, it is very bitter. But how much quantity, this is why you should note it down. Guruchi powder you can take, everyone can take according to their easy way, whatever way they can take. First of all, you can take the quantity of Guruchi 3 to 5. Are you listening now? Grams you can consume every day. 3 to 5 grams. Okay. This you can reduce. This you can make up to 6 grams. Maybe you can start with 3 grams, 4, 5 grams to up to 6 grams. There is no harm. That is, it has no side effect also. There are many, maybe you heard about chikungunya, dengue, there are malaria, and this time is a big problem with the corona. It has a potential because it is giving you such a amazing immunity in your blood, and best part is also, anti-aging. It is controlling your age, and your cells will not dead. You will be always looking young, youthful, and it is also giving a good energy in your daily life. So 3 to 6 grams you can take, and quantity how you can measure it. If you have a teaspoon, you can take half teaspoon, okay, and you can boil it in 1 cup of water in the morning time. Boil it for 5 minutes. When it is cool, you can add a sugar, jaggery. Don't mix with sugar, or maybe you drink the same as it is. Then drink like a tea in empty stomach. Only one time before breakfast. You can take after breakfast too. If you have a digestion problem, bloating, stomach problem, any, lower your navel problems. This problem can be solved with ginger powder. You can add 1/4 of ginger powder teaspoon and you mix together, and then you can boil and you can drink after your lunch or maybe before after your breakfast. Don't take in a evening time. Is it clear? So 3 to 6 grams means half teaspoon, maybe you can make less, and 1/4 of ginger powder, boil it, and when it is, you take it from the flame, and then you can add with a jaggery or maybe honey that can be a little bit less bitter, and you drink. This will be good for amazing result for your body, good immunity, and this is the prevention for corona also, because corona you cannot remove it immediately. It is remaining. You never know how it. So it is better you make yourself very strong and good. Another method is also when you have a very much vata problem. Vata, because in Ayurveda we say Vata, Pitta, Kapha. If these three are in a normal condition, you never have any disease in your life. No problem. But because we lack of knowledge, every day we are eating a lot of food and they are fighting, and then that result is after that we get a disease. This is the problem, what is happening. So the thing is, you can use guruchi powder, less than half teaspoon, 1/4 of ginger powder, mixed with 1 teaspoon ghee, pure ghee, cow ghee, and then you can take it with a water, or you just eat, what you say, swallow it. This is a good for the people having wandering their head and this and so much problems. This will be also very helpful for gastric trouble. People, because there are so much people are suffering from acidic problem, acidity, hyperacidity. That's why they have a intestinal ulcers. This can cure ulcers also. It's amazing. I can say that I was searching since a long time, but now I got it in Australia because it's not easy here. So anyway, this I thought that why not I will tell you all that you will also benefit it. The people who are suffering, from constipation, to remember, constipated, very highly constipated, maybe 1 week you are not going to toilet, 2 days, 3 days. So in that case, the quantity you can reduce. You can take less than half teaspoon of guruchi, because it may be a little bit, sometimes just for a few days you get constipated, maybe you have a loose motion, but don't worry about that. You just make a less quantity. This is only the small children. If you are giving the children, this is also very good, but you give a very little quantity, less than 1/4 of the teaspoon, because it is bitter. You can mix in a honey and you can give. They have a wonderful immunity. It is better 8 years to 10 years. Before that, no need, but after 8 or 10 years, then you can give to them every day. So they have a very good health. The woman who is feeding a baby or those who are pregnant, they are not allowed to take this. After that, you can take, but right now you can't take. But otherwise, you have any endocrinological problem, if you have any kind of blood problem, if you have any kind of hypertension, cholesterol, this all problems, all the heart problem, all will be solved. Just one thing, and then the whole of your life, 365 days you can take, there is no harm. So this thing you can take in your daily life. You can take before breakfast, after breakfast, you can take before lunch, after lunch. This is all up to you. Another thing is, one more thing, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. You can take this also. Have you heard about Trifla? Trifla. Trifla is a combination of 3 fruits. There is a herbal thing that can help you to balance Vata, Pitta, Kapha according to Ayurveda. Trifla is amazing, but how to take Trifla? In the morning time. In the morning time, after lunch, after breakfast, you can take a half teaspoon Trifla and 1 teaspoon honey, mix together and take it with water. This is very healthy. That makes a good nourishment for the body because a lot of nutrition in it. Evening time, if you are suffering from a highly constipated, you have a hemorrhoid problem, bleeding problem, any kind of problem. You know that platelets are present in our blood, that Guruji can improve that also. That can improve you a lot. So then there is no chances of any diseases. Chavan, this Trifla you can take with milk. And many people have an allergy with the milk. Many people are not taking milk. But you will be surprised that Guruji is giving you that kind of immunity that you can tolerate milk. Maybe you don't like taste, that is another. But some people have an allergy with, that allergy will be gone. Avla, this Trifla powder, you can take half teaspoon with the milk. So in the evening time, when you go before bed, maybe 1 hour before, you take Trifla with the milk. Only this Trifla you can use with the milk. If you don't want to take milk, you can take almond milk also. So you take it, next day your bowel will be moved and cleared, right? So these 2 things are very easy for you. You can try. There are other things. I don't know you, maybe you don't know that name. That name is Baheda. Maybe you search the botanical name Baheda. Baheda is available. Something also available in, I think in Australia, in a powder form. It is coming from India. So you can get it from internet. You will be surprised. It is a big wonder. This is a boom. Baheda, that is a combination in Trifla. Avla, Harre, Baheda. Harad, you know, maybe you heard, I told sometimes, Harad. Harad, 2 kinds. One is big one and one is black, one is small one. So Baheda is a fruit you can get in a powder form. If you have a Baheda, you can see, you can take a little amount, say like a half teaspoon, and mixed with the jaggery. Jaggery, you know that a fresh cane sugar is a raw. So you mix both together, the powder and the crushed jaggery, and then you make a small balls like a pea size, green pea. So same size, like 5, 6, you put in your mouth time to time, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours after that. So you will see that your asthma is gone. All the respiratory problem, all kind of lung problem will be gone. You will never get any trouble. So this you can, but the problem with the lungs, we have to think about continuous. It is not only that one time. That is why you can consume these balls 5, 6 every day for a long time. And then you will see that slowly you are never suffering from the dry coughing or any mucus or any kind of infection. It is amazing. So you can try this also if you have this problem. It is not necessary you take everything at a time. You can take one thing at a time, and Guruji is very useful for you. You can take whole of your life. You can make a less quantity. You can make up to 6 grams. And Avla, Trifla is you can use forever. It is also, nothing is harmful in that. There is no side effect. And there, when you have a lung problem, you can see, then you can take Baheda for maybe 6 months, 1 year, that is. So this is my health tip. So I hope you are remaining in a good health, and be careful and take care of yourself. And my blessings to you all on the eve of Gurupurnima. Because I am very much concerned with your physical health too. It is not only I am concerned with spiritual, but it is important. The physical health is important. So you always stay healthy and don't scared with corona. Corona is working its own way. You do your way, and you all will be very healthy. There is no worries. So my blessing to you all again. And when the problem will be settled, corona will say goodbye, cannot harm us. So then after we can see after again. And this time sometimes it seems like, oh, it's so long. As because I'm not taking a yoga classes, like 3-4 months now. So it seems like, oh, I have forgotten what is yoga. What is yoga? So anyway, you all are doing your practice, do it regularly, and lockdown is there, then you have a more chances. You can more focus on your practice, do best, and remain in a good health and healthy, wealthy, and wise. And thank you so much giving me a time. I know that everyone has a different times in a different countries. So I'm very happy that I can see you all here. My best wishes, and we will continue our contact through letters or emails some ways, or maybe personal meeting. So I can see a Walter and your wife. So yes, so I love you all. Giovanni, oh, Victoria, Taisha, Lara. David. Yehuda, wow. Carol.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Anthony, Anthony. Michael, Lauren, Nishtha, Nishtha, Leonard, Jordan, Jordan. Tanang. Yeah. Who is it? Scott. Hello. Paul, wow. Paul. So many. Ian, wow. Wow. Srinivas. Very good. You call him? Blanche. Damien. Wow. Colin. How are you, Colin? Catherine. Kabik. Catherine. Jeanette. Wow. Angelita.
Ciao, Guruji.
And Alex. Alex. Oh. Wow.
Hello.
Alex. Hello.
Just scroll.
Urmila.
From here.
Rahul. Dhanina, Dhanmalanje. Yeah. Dana, Sajad.
Hello, Guruji. Hello.
Hello. Nicola. Mal. Oh. Kalin. Kalin.
I think that was Lan. on Kriya. That was Lan.
Lan Guruji.
Lan. Yeah. Lan.
This is यहाँ सबको बोल लिया Ivana,
Anish, Alex,
Catherine.
Hello, Catherine. We will see soon. Don't worry. Another, yeah. Ellie. Oh, after a long time, Ellie. I'm seeing your posting on the Facebook. It's not my Facebook, Bandana, but I'm seeing your children also. Wow. Are you still in Japan? Okay.
Catalicia.
Or
Diane.
Ivana. Ivana. Hello, Ivana. Hello. Oh my God. Everybody. Fabio.
Stefano.
Stefano, I can see Stefano. Oh,
Hilaria.
Hello. Everybody.
Hello.
Wow. Malina, Dhananjay. Amazing thing. Zoom is amazing. You know, I can see the people. Wow.
Katyusha.
Kastika. Hello.
Vincenzo.
Oh, wow.
Mal.
Who is this? Heidi and India. Luca. Hello. Raju. Mummy, I can see. Kalin, I can see.
Ram.
Ram Gunya on it.
McDowell.
कहाँ?
Bhajna.
Bhajna. Hello. Kabir. Wow. So nice to see. Nicola. Yes, I saw. Mal, I saw.
Kalin.
Yes, Smita.
Smita ji.
Hello, Smita.
Did you see Gwendolyn?
Come on. Oh. I'm very much thinking of those days when I was in Bali. Beautiful time. Thank you.
Gwendolyn.
Hello, Gwendolyn. Mark. Hello. Thank you. Thank you.
And then Claudio Guruji.
Where is?
Claudio. We saw Luca. Claudio is not on the screen. We will
He's
go
on
next
the
time.
screen.
Yeah, now we can say Claudio.
Susanna.
I'm missing you all. I can't see you all.
Yehuda.
Everyone, we miss you.
Camera.
Claudio. Hello, Claudio.
Hello, Guruji.
भैया विवेक भैया
बढ़िया
Guruji Maurizio.
Oh, Mauricio. Oh, Johanna. Oh, wow. Oh, good. Thank you. Who's this? Paul?
Yehuda.
Paul?
Phil.
Phil.
It's dark.
Phil,
It's very dark on Phil.
Phil, where are you?
And Guruji, next to Phil is Tim and
There you go.
Jen.
That's
Hello, Phil, where are you? Hello, Kate.
Kate. And
I'm very happy to see you both there. Yes. Stay always happy together. Yes, my blessing to you. Yes. Ram.
राम भैया तो बात
Mauricio. And ये कौन है? राजीव तो दौड़ ही रहा है. दौड़ते हुए पकड़ा. ये कौन आ गया? मोनिका.
राजू भैया.
राजू
ये तो दीदी है. मोनिका.
हो गया. और देखो.
शांति जी.
शांति. ओम शांति. प्रिया कॉल बहुत लोग हैं इसमें. किसी का फोटो नहीं आ रहा है.
फोटो नहीं है किसी का. That's it.
अरे राजू तुम दौड़ते हुए दिख रहे हो. दौड़ते आ जाओ.
ये दीदी
did you see
मोनिका दी.
अच्छा
साक्षी की दीदी.
मोनिका वो भी है. हाँ मोनिका ना.
टीम
Jenny भी है.
Jenny.
And Guruji, did you see Catherine?
कहाँ Catherine?
Catherine is above Colin.
अब Colin.
Where are you, Catherine?
I've seen.
Oh, Raju. And who's ये कौन है? I
Yeah,
can't say my name.
Claudio.
Claudio. Hi, Claudio. Hi, Johanna and Maurizio. And who is here? I can't. Oh, my reading glass. My reading glass. I want now. Where is it? In my.
ये मोनिका वो बहन है.
Oh,
ये मोनिका की बहन है ना. इसका नाम भी मोनिका.
मोनिका है.
डबल मोनिका है इसके पास.
ये कौन है?
दोनों मोनिका है.
जोनी है ना?
हाँ?
जोनी है.
कहाँ जवानी?
जोनी का.
जवानी था.
आ गया.
देखा था.
Give them this one.
Oh,
Take that one.
ये
And you just click on that.
Jenny, Tim. आप देख रहे हैं. Now I can see everybody clearly.
See
ये कौन है? आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
ये इस पे देख लीजिए.
ये कौन है?
पता नहीं.
कोई है उंगली.
ये
मॉरिजियो जैसा.
नहीं मॉरिजियो तो ऊपर है ये.
कैसे?
ये ऐसे की.
Zoom bombing तो नहीं हो गया है?
Zoom bombing.
Hi Laura. Hi Raisa. Hi Laurie. Yoda. Kapik. और ये?
Yes.
Hi David, Lisa, James,
Wow.
Catherine, Alex. Oh wow, this is exciting. But only one thing I'm missing you all. I can't feed you all.
No, actually, this is the time to keep a distance so we can hug from the computer, like because of the corona. Oh.
And hug Angeline, yeah. Oh,
यहाँ से देखो.
Diana.
is there. Oh wow.
Angelita, yeah, Dharma, wow.
Where's Dharma?
Yeah.
Oh, Dharma and Pavina. Hello.
ये रामचंद्र जी को देखो राम.
Hello, Ram Bacha.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Robert. Lilith is there. ये कौन है?
निष्ठा जी देखो.
हाँ.
Claudio.
Very
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn is there. Ivona is there. Hi, Ivona.
ये देखो.
Hi, Heidi and here. Hi, Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Missing you all, Giovanni.
Victoria.
Oh, Victoria. हाँ, Victoria Giovanni वो है. Oh.
आप किसी और को बोलो.
So nice.
आप तो खतरनाक है.
चलिए. Oh, Susanna is also there.
Susanna, yeah, I can see Susanna. So nice.
वीडियो दे रहे हैं. हाँ.
Michael.
Where's Michael?
ये अब साफ आया ना.
Oh my God. Hi, Michael.
How's Gita?
Very well, thank you.
Where is
Can
she?
you hear me?
Where is she?
Yes.
Give my love to her.
I will do. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
Fabio.
Angela is there.
Fabio, is it night?
Where's Fabio? Fabio.
Yes.
Fabio.
Hello,
Maria. Oh,
it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Morning.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock
Yeah,
in the
you
morning.
can now start doing Kriya now.
No,
Yeah.
you can eat
Yeah.
pizza. You start pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, now. Yes.
Okay, guys. Bye bye, everyone.
My blessing to you all.
Bye
Everybody.
Thank you,
Miss you guys.
Gurupurnima.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Because lunch. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.